Hello, welcome. So today's topic, I'm not going to talk about Chelsea today. I'm going to talk about another team in the Premier League, which is Newcastle United, and I'm just going to talk about like what's happening with them and how have they gotten so bad and why are like all the fans annoyed and all that. And I think they're in a worse place for like a historic club like Newcastle United than like other teams like Arsenal. People are saying Arsenal are in a bad position, but at least with Arsenal, they're still attracting good players and they're still winning trophies like they won the FA Cup in the summer and the Community Shield. But like the different, like Newcastle aren't. They're not attracting good players and they're not winning trophies. So I'll get into that. So the main reason for me is the owners, which is probably the main reason for a lot of people and the fans of Newcastle. So the owner of Newcastle is Mike Ashley, and he's not liked by the fans. He has not invested enough into the club, even though he is the owner, and it seems like he doesn't really care about the club that much. And I think a lot of Newcastle fans would agree with me that they want change. Like they're a lot of Newcastle fans were very excited in the summer for like Prince Mohammed to take over and like buy the club, but obviously that never fell through. And I think that's made a very huge. It made a huge effect on the team's performance this year because like I'd say the team, I say like the manager, and the fans would probably like if Prince Mohammed came in, he would bring in like he would attract good players because he has the money to buy those players and he will invest in the club. Because if he wants to buy it, he's obviously excited about the club. But that didn't fall through, and in fairness to Steve Bruce, I think he's he's had to do what he can with only a limited amount of players. Like in fairness to Mike Ashley, he did spend some money in the summer bringing in Wilson. It has been a very good signing for Newcastle. But then buying players like Jeff Hendrick, who hasn't performed, I think he's been injured, but he still hasn't performed. Ryan Fraser, I think he's been injured also, but I think he has potential, but he needs time. I think, and Andy Carroll, who I think Andy Carroll, he's kind of like if you need a goal, put him on because he can score goals. Like he's very good in the air and he's very strong as well. So I think Andy Carroll doesn't get played enough. Um, but like that really the Prince Mohammed not taking over, Mike Ashley's still in charge, and the money in like that he spent on the club hasn't been enough. And like probably that's one of the reason why big players don't come in because Newcastle don't seem like to have enough money and like the players that are in the club, like some of the players are championship players and are in the starting team. Like Kieran Clark, he's a championship player. Like I know he's played in the Premier League for some amount of time, but he's not up to the standard anymore. I don't think anyway. And like Lascelles maybe, like Lascelles is alright. Like but like is he good enough to be captain of the club? Like he probably does have leadership skills. In fairness to him, not trying to be mean to him, but like I think Newcastle they need a big inspiration like United have with Bruno Fernandes. Even though United are in a different situation, they still have great players around Bruno Fernandes. But Newcastle need a spark, and like in fairness, buying some Maximan in 2019 was a great buy. He's probably been one of Newcastle United's best signings in many years. But obviously this season he's had a lot of injuries and hasn't played enough that he probably would have liked and probably Newcastle United fans would have liked. And I think he needs the team to play around him like because he has the potential to be very good. Like, he probably won't get in the French squad, but like that French squad is really good anyway. So I think even if he doesn't get into the French squad, he is still a very, very good player. And if they kind of build around him, like, I think Wilson probably was a good one, like, to build around Sir Maximum, because he is someone to aim for in the box, and obviously Andy Carroll as well. But like Jeff Hendrick in the midfield, maybe not. Like, he needs a better holding midfielder. Like, I wouldn't call Jeff Hendrick a holding midfielder, but he kind of plays in like this centre mid role, and like they play Hayden at CDM, but like I don't think Hayden's up to that standard as well. So um yeah, I think that's and I think another reason Newcastle aren't attracting like good players is their style of football. I know in the recent months Steve Bruce has tried to like make them more attacking, make them more exciting to watch, but for the last I don't know how many years it's been boring football, park the bus, and like pass around, and they don't play it like if they were brave and maybe had better players, like they would be like Leeds. It would be exciting to watch, but they can score goals and they look dangerous. But Newcastle don't look dangerous on the attack. That's the thing. Newcastle, they need better players to be more exciting. And I think playing that well, playing that way for so many years has made the more attacking players less inclined to go to Newcastle because of how they play, and the good attacking players won't get enough of the ball, and that's what every player wants is the ball. So I think that is a big reason why. So I think those are the two main reasons why what has happened to Newcastle. Like, they are 17th in the league. I think they are 3 points ahead of Fulham, I think. And like Fulham, in fairness, they've lost their, I think, the last two games, but they are still a very good team. I think Fulham probably have a better chance of not getting relegated than Newcastle at the moment, because Newcastle, they have no consistency. Because at least with Fulham they have consistency. Like they're getting draws there and maybe one win there, and but at least they weren't losing. And for like a team that's fighting relegation, that's very important to not lose. But I really do fear that Newcastle will go down. But we'll see. Like, hopefully for the history of the club that they don't, but I really do like the way Fulham play. But we'll see. Thanks for watching.